So you guys were one. I'm hearing a lot of you guys. You guys wanted a theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that. And when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So it's shorter. There you go. Crazycatlady or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair use, educational, for education and entertainment.
Hi everybody, Martha here. So right now this might be the last Peter Pan thing I might talk about for a while, unless you guys want me to review the rest of the the rest of the Tinkerbell movies. But this is since I did the first mermaid last week when the movie came out, and I still haven't seen it yet. But because I probably won't see it until it comes out on DVD, it comes out on Disney Plus. Because I'm gonna go and see Spider-Verse next. But this one's for Peter. This is for Tinkerbell, and I know there is Elrena, who is the light fairy. Now all these fairies are like the ones. If you ever watched Fantasia, with that one segment where we're watching the fairies make all the seasons, I think that's what they're based this whole entire movie off of, where each fairy is something to do with seasons. My favorite one was Fauna, because even though she helps with the animals, and I liked help with animals too. So the fact that she gets to help birds learn how to fly, get squirrels up after a hibernation, yeah. But they made Tinkerbell, because of her name Tink, into a tinkerer, where she fixed stuff for every single season. And so she wants to go to the mainland because how is she going to find Peter? Which is weird, because in the movie, Wendy is like 4 or 6, and Peter should already be in Neverland by then, because Peter's supposed to be in there during, and this is clearly during, because they have a coin earlier in this. They have a coin of Queen Victoria. So this is either during Queen. This is either Queen Victoria's time period, or when Edward the Seventh was king, or something like that. But then Peter should already be there, so it's kind of already out of the loop. Because Peter goes there during goes to Neverland during 1898, basically. Or they really don't have. There's not really a specific date when he goes there, but he should already be there. But this is supposed to be before that. But Wendy is either not supposed to be born yet. They should not made the girl that at the very end be Wendy that they give the toy to. Oh yeah, and spoilers. I'm so sorry, okay? I'm trying my best here to remember to say spoilers. Spoilers. For a movie that came out when the year I graduated from high school. But okay. So... Tinkerbell is born when a baby is born after a baby laughs, and she ends up being a tinkerer, and she at first she doesn't like it, because she wants to go to the mainland. She finds out that tinkerers can't go to the mainland, and so she tries her best to do all the other jobs. Like she tries to be a water fairy, which puts the dew on top of the spider webs. And like we did Steam Fantasia, then she tries to put the light on top of a firefly, which they made them to dogs. Which fireflies are not that dangerous. When Tinkerbell is being chased by them, like they're not that dangerous. As far as I know, they don't hurt you. Fireflies just fly around and light things up. They don't hurt you. Otherwise, it would be weird if you guys catch them and put them inside jars, like a lot of people do. And yeah, of course, they put holes in them. But yeah, you know. Um, and but I guess they're just trying to make it cute. And then she also tries to make a bird fly, but instead she tracks a hawk. So what? They don't teach baby hawks how to fly. And then Rosanna says we can't teach you guys teach her how to be a spring fairy. So she doesn't do that. Still, she goes to the one that's technically the bully fairy, who helped her bring her to help her bring her there. And there's always a bully, and we gotta show Tinkerbell actually being mad, because the only time we have to see her be mad and actually be Tink from the movie is this scene, really. So yeah. So. And then she makes her like bring like a bunch of weeds or tumbleweeds or wherever they are, and then she like wrecks everything. And they're not allowed to have spring because it's technically winter time. And I know it's kind of how fast all winter goes by, but they're not. There's like no specific time period. I feel like it's only been a couple of days, but who knows? Maybe it would be weird, or it'd be hard to explain. I think they were saying that in Neverland time goes faster, but want time slower there since people don't age when they go there. But okay, whatever. And Terrence is there, who's I guess supposed to be Tinkerbell's boyfriend, even though they only share like one scene together, which it's Disney. That's what usually happens. They share one scene in there and they're happy. But I like the little chemistry that these two have together. The fact that when she after she does this, he's there for her and like just plays along with it. It's like he feels like sometimes he's useless too, because he's just a fairy that gives him her dust, and so he can relate to her on that part. That he probably can't leave Neverland either. So yeah, but she's putting like a music box together, and that I guess is Wendy's. I would say should be Wendy's mom. Like I said earlier, this should be Wendy's mom's or Peter Pan's mom. That way it makes sense for the timeline, but I guess it is what it is. And so, what do and then the movie ends. What do I think about this movie? It's fine for what it is. It's a good movie for kids, and it's alright. It's not exactly lines of the timeline. I was mostly bored with it, though. I know because I'm a 34-year-old watching this movie, but I found some parts funny, like the fact that they had a Victoria coin there. So yeah, and I haven't watched this movie. Like I watched this movie probably back when it first came out. Back when I had kids around me that would actually probably watch it. But now I haven't even watched all of these movies. I know I've not seen all of them, so I think it's fine for what it is. I'm probably gonna give it like 6 out of 10. So, and I'm just gonna try to my best to ignore the timeline of it. But okay, this one came out in October 28th, 2008. Like I said, the first three says Bradley Raymond directed it. It is and um, starring Meg Reitman, Louis is in Raymond Simone, and also we got Jesse McCartney. If you remember who that is. That is the boy. That's the guy who plays Roxas in the future. So yeah. Um. So these were made during the time period where Disney was making all those Disney sequels, but this one I got way more improvement because it got made him cuter. In case you haven't noticed, and unlike that other movie that was made during this time period, Mickey Twice Upon a Christmas, this movie doesn't look daunting. Like, they don't look scary, and or the animation doesn't look dated. Considered how long time ago it was, but I remember like that movie, Mickey Twice Upon a Christmas. I have a hard time watching that now because the animals look fine in it, but the humans in it look terrible, and I think by this time period they got a little bit better at it. So yeah, Nemo says made by 2 Disney studios. So this was made either in this is probably made in Australia, because if you don't know, a lot of Disney cartoons are not made in this country. That's why they are animated differently. They were all made in a different ones. All the ones that are like sequels, like the Goofy movie and this one, were all made in a different country. They have like somebody else write them here, then they send them off to there, and then they animate it, and that's why it looks different. And they have lesser money paid to them, so that's why it's like that. Like, so that if you were wondering why all those Disney sequels are less animated compared to the ones, and they're also ones that don't get put into theater usually. Some of them do, but not all of them. Like, none of these ones, I'm pretty sure, got put into theaters. But these are one of the last ones that got put into, last ones were made. Technically, the next one I'm going to watch is the last one that they make for the Disney, sequels and these, because John Lasseter took over Disney, who's not in charge anymore, and he did not like any of these stuff, which I totally don't blame them, because a lot of them should not really, they just like, okay, I like these more than in the live action movies, because at least they actually stay with the core of the story, even though they end up not making sense when you think about them for too long. But at least they still have the same spirit as the original. Those live action remakes tried to like suck the soul out of them, like they're freaking, like they're vampires. And then they make you tell them, you have to like them, or you're this or that, da da ba ba ba. So yeah, and make us all having a war over a dumb movie. It's a movie, guys. We should not be fighting over a movie. So yeah, we sure. If you don't want to like it, don't like it. If you want to like it, like it. That's how I feel about it. So yeah. So do I like this one? It's fine for what it is. It's not my cup of tea. But yeah, you guys can go watch it. I gave it a try to make it more generous, because I do like some qualities about it. So yeah. And so yeah, and I like the fact that they made Raymond Simone play Isadora. I think her. They don't say her name that often, actually. They don't say Tinkerbell's friends' names in this movie that often, so you can forget them right away. So yeah, which is sad. So yeah. So I'll see you guys later. Like, favorite, and subscribe. And next week, I'm probably gonna talk about the this week I'm talking about the third movie of Little Mermaid. I'm gonna watch it next. Then I'm probably after that next week I'm probably gonna watch the live action musical that's on Disney Plus. I'm also gonna try to watch China Born in America, and then Everywhere All at Once. So that's basically the plans for this week. Besides these little stuff like me reading a book and playing my game. So I'll see you guys later. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below, and I try my best to say spoilers this time around. I'm still waking up. Sorry. So won't be mad. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.